All right, mate. So yeah, very well spotted. The red 200 moving average forming on the chart on Coinbase. Now a 2 week moving average, 2 week red 200 moving average. You know, it just telling us how old XLM is now. Um, what do you say? It's like the bottoms. I need to check those bottoms. I'm not too sure off the top of my head. I don't mean if you mean the recent bottoms or previous past bottoms either. Is doesn't imply the bottom is in. It doesn't imply the bottom is in. No. But it is good. It is at least potentially good. Now, ideally, you want to see it being the bottom. You want to see it holding up. You want to see price, in theory, staying above this. You know, it could do this for a while. You know, before doing something like that. But ideally, price now should stay above this. Now, you asked, is the bottom in? This actually means that there's a possibility of, you know, some sort of failure and a wick down coming into this level, because the red 200 loves to get touched, loves to get tagged, or tested is probably a better word for it. Tested is probably the best word for it. Now BTC kind of had a similar pattern to this. Maybe not so similar, but if you can see what I'm looking at, you know, you get this sort of triangle here, you get this sort of triangle here. And you can see we came down and almost touched it. Now, we didn't touch it here either. Bitcoin did not touch it. This may not touch it. You know, who knows? What if we bounce hard from here right now, it's going to form a similar pattern to Bitcoin, and then it goes into chop, and then you can see what Bitcoin did. It nearly touched it, and it bounced up from here, consolidated, and away it went. So it never actually hit it. It never actually hit it here either, but it got close to it, and this is what I'm trying to say. This is it's very important now that price, you know, either touches it or bounces off this level and moves up. You want to see the level hold nonetheless. So in theory, you know, buying XLM here for longer term, you got to remember this is a 2 week chart. You can see how long this took for Bitcoin to break up and break out. It took a long time. I mean, that's March. The 2nd of March, and this took until October before it started to move, but of course you were still in very nice profit at that point, but you needed patience. So I have to say now, XLM kind of does remind me of Bitcoin. Also something interesting, it's not the same, but you can see that the white 100 moving average coming up above price here is acting as resistance until we broke it. It was support down here. Bitcoin did hold up stronger. This was a bit stronger. The fact that we broke below the white 100 moving average is a slightly weaker sign in a way, you could say. But obviously this high, look where this high went, somewhere about there, and this high on XLM nearly went to the highs. So in theory, the larger pressure cooker down here, you can see there's more action down here on the lows, way more action down here on the lows, and Bitcoin only had a small base, a small pressure cooker. XLM had a huge pressure cooker, and it allowed for a bigger move up. If I wiped out the bigger base, allowed for a bigger move. But for me, XLM here looks it looks decent for accumulation. You have to think so. But you need, like as I mentioned, you need to be prepared to add a bit lower. What if you're looking to buy this right now? Well, essentially you want price to start holding above this green line. You know, if you're going to buy this, like if it starts to break below the green line, well then you get worried again. You get a bit concerned. I am not going to buy this here. I don't have the patience for it, for number one. Number two, I think that trading a new 3-month candle can be, I'll call it better because it can be safer. You know, there may be, if the next candle is going to be green, like we talked about, if this is moving back up, well, there should be a buying opportunity down in this wick somewhere, right? So there should be a buying opportunity down below, somewhere down in here. It's saying that at some point in the future, you're likely to be able to get some sort of dip in price, down in here. I don't know where it's going to be. If, and then this flips green on the 3 months, sorry, and goes. So if it is going to be green, I think you can buy lower.